It's Beer O'Clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Browar Kingpin in Poland, and it's a bottle of their Full Contact. It's an American barley wine aged in Scottish Laphroaig single malt whiskey barrel. That is amazing. 10.5% ABV. Love the look of the box. Love that character there. He's like, I'm going to do some karate on you. Let's get it out. Opened out into a glass. See what we get. The beer was kindly sent to me by Mark Watney. Thank you very much, Mark. Really, really appreciate it. Kind enough to take the beer out of the box, wrap it with some bubble wrap, so it's saved the beer. There's the bottle cap there. Browar Kingpin. 330 milliliter bottle. Let's get it open, out into a glass, see what we get. Little bit of smoke on the bottle opening, beer in the glass then. I'm going to give this a bit of a rigorous pour. To create a bit of a head on the beer. With the beer being 10.5% ABV, you're not going to get too much of a head on the beer. They especially with the barley wine as well, the heads dissipate quite quickly. It's been aged, as I mentioned, in Laphroaig whiskey barrels, so it's the colour. The head's dissipated completely, but the colour is, I would say, a hazy amber coloured beer with a little bit of a red hue to it. You can definitely see the red malts used in the beer. If I rock the beer back and forth, you can see the carbonation chasing the beer up the head. It's a lot like a delayed reaction. That means there's a lot of body in the beer. It's going to be big and thick and sticky. Let's get the aroma. Oh, blimey. That is a real smoked whiskey aroma. That is like sticking your head in an empty barrel. Not that I've ever done it. Sticking your head in an empty wood barrel of a wet walled wood barrel whiskey barrel. Sticking your head in there and just smelling all of the whiskey. It's quite a big, strong aroma. Is the peatiness, is the whiskey. And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys. I'm not the greatest whiskey fan. I struggle with whiskey. I also struggle with smoked beers, but I will do my very best to describe what a lot of you would think is just pure luxury in a glass. Let's dive in. Cheers. Oh, that changes everything. Stone the crows. Oh, stone the crows. I mention it in every whiskey type beer review I do. I had a little accident with whiskey when I was a 16-year-old. Sat in a circle, three 16-year-old boys, me being one of them. We bought a litre bottle of Teachers, sat in a friend's house, and we just kept on passing the bottle round and passing the bottle round until there was none left. We drank a litre bottle of Teachers whiskey in no less than 5 minutes. It was all gone in 5 minutes. We didn't even have time to get drunk. It was all gone that quick that we didn't have time to get drunk. We then stood up, left we tried to get to a nightclub. We didn't get there. I fell over JCBs. I was climbing JCBs, falling off. I was attacking bus shelters. Yeah, it was just a mess, a complete mess. And I had the worst hangover the next day. I couldn't get out of bed all day the next day. And every time I put my nose to whiskey, it takes me straight back there. That awful hangover. But Stone the Crows, there's something about this I really like. I might be getting over my kind of whiskey problem. This is just, the quality is outstanding. There's a lovely smokiness. Peated, smoky, velvety, barley wine like mouthfeel. And there's this warming as the beer slides down the throat into the pit of the stomach. You get this beautiful alcohol warming right in the pit of the stomach. It's very much a beer first and foremost. There's sweetness, there's biscuitiness, there's breadiness, there's a little bit of hop finish on the back end. There's a tartness to the beer that reflects that hoppiness on the back end. It's a beer that has got my marbles working. I'm really standing here, really concentrating on this beer, on the flavours and everything involved in this beer. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. The smokiness, the peating, everything's working in conjunction with one another. It's not like crazy smoked. It's not like, I thought it was going to be in the aroma. This crazy smoky beer, but it just works. And I feel really calm. Like I just want to fall back into a chair and reflect on this wonderful beer. Nice levels of carbonation, sweetness from the malt, malty, beautiful biscuity flavours. The whiskey's coming through, it's giving me a nice warming sensation in the pit of the stomach. The smokiness from the peat is terrific. The bitterness on the back end is great. The mouthfeel is tremendous. It's just a marvel of a beer. Kingpin Full Contact. Wow. And it shows, doesn't it? At least, you know, it shows I'm honest. It shows I'm honest. I've had a few comments recently when I've been doing these kind of, I do a bit of food now on the channel, and I've had a few comments from people, like I reviewed a sour beer the other day, and somebody commented that the beer can't be that sour, you're overreacting. And I did the what was it? Some other chili sweet the other day, and somebody said you're overreacting. I'm like, I'm not overreacting at all. This is just who I am, and it proves I'm honest with my beer reviews and my food reviews, because I've just stood here and said I'm not really the greatest fan of whiskey. I started the review with that, so I hope that addresses some of the comments I get. I'm as honest as I possibly can be. I say what I feel. I am honest. Rating for this beer then, that's a 10 out of 10. Unbelievably, I'm standing here saying 10 out of 10 for the Kingpin Full Contact. never did I think that I'd be thinking that was a tremendous beer, because I don't like whiskey, but it was tremendous. It was tremendous. Thanks for watching. Put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.